Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Venzi. This time I will share with you a list of the best game recommendations that you can play on the Winlator emulator on your Android smartphone. The following game list uses a Poco F4 smartphone without root. Okay, let's get to the topic. Before that, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to always get interesting content updates in the future. Okay, let's go. First list. Sekiro Shadow Die Twice. Now, you can play this phenomenal game on your Poco F4 smartphone with FPS reaching almost dozens. You can use the settings as shown below. Also, you can use default wine on your Winlator version. Second list, Just Cause 2. This game also can run perfectly on your Poco F4 without any trouble. Just make sure to use the settings as below, or if you feel the game is running less stable, you can use your own settings. List number 3, Grand Theft Auto 4. This is one of the popular games on Winlator right now. To play it smoothly on Poco F4, you can use the settings shown below. If you feel the settings are not satisfactory, you can use your own settings. Next list, GTA 5. No need to doubt, you can play one of the best games ever on your Poco F4 smartphone. This game also runs quite well on the Snapdragon 870 processor on this phone. Make sure to use the settings that are suitable for your device. Next list, Sifu. Sifu is a realistic third-person brawler with tight kung fu combat mechanics and cinematic martial arts action, embarking you on a path for revenge. This game is quite playable for you to play. Use the most appropriate settings for your device. List number 6, Dead Space 3. This cool horror game can be played quite smoothly on your Poco F4 device. Use the turnip driver that matches the one shown below, along with some of its settings. Also, you can use your own settings. List number 7, Mortal Kombat XL. This best fighting game can be played quite playably on your Poco F4 Android smartphone. I recommend using your own settings. Also use the default wine from your Winlator application. Next list, Sleeping Dog Definitive Edition. Is an open-world action crime drama where players get to step into the shoes of an undercover police officer, Wei Shen. To make this game run smoothly on your device, you can use some of the settings below. List number 9, The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 is an action role-playing game with a third-person perspective. This is one of the best games released on PC. Now you can play this masterpiece game on your Poco F4 Android device with stable FPS at almost 30. Next list, Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 is a 3D hack and slash action game. It is the 5th main installment and overall 6th installment in Capcom's Devil May Cry series. Now you can play this cool game on your Android smartphone. 11. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Cool horror game with pretty good graphics for you to enjoy while playing this game. By using the best settings you have, this game can definitely be played quite smoothly. Follow some of the settings below. Next list, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This is also one of the most wanted games to play on Android devices. Now you can play this cool horror survival game on your Poco F4 smartphone. Use some settings as shown below, and also you can use your own settings. List number 13, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero takes the legendary gameplay of the Budokai Tenkaichi series and raises it to whole new levels. Now you can play this cool fighting games on your Poco F4 device. Next list, Dark Souls 3. This is one of my all-time favorite games. Now you can play this Souls-like game with your Poco F4 device using some of your own settings, and don't forget to match them with some of the settings shown below. Also, you can use default wine. List 15, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is an action-adventure stealth game played from a third-person perspective that features similar gameplay elements to the previous game Assassin's Creed Unity. Now you can play this game on your Poco F4. Next list, Left 4 Dead 2. This is also one of the most searched games to play on this Winlator emulator. Now you can play this cool game quite smoothly on your Poco F4 device, and you can use your own settings to run this game. List 17, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep revolves around bunkers and badasses, a tabletop game derived from Dungeons & Dragons and is tailored for the Borderlands 2 universe. Now you can play this cool game on your Poco F4. Next list, Way of the Samurai 3. This game, Way of the Samurai 3, focuses on sword combat. There are over 100 weapons in the game, including swords and spears and even some joke weapons like sticks, green onion, tuna, brooms, and hoes. List 19, Way of the Samurai 4. Way of the Samurai 4 takes place in the humble port town of Amihama during the mid-19th century, several years after the arrival of the black ships from the west ended Japan's long history of cultural isolation. Next list, Tekken 7. This is one of my favorite fighting games on PC. Now you can play this cool fighting game by using your Poco F4 device. To play this game quite stably, you have to set it yourself and use some of the settings shown below. List 21, Assassin's Creed Unity. This game has the player take on the role of an initiate as they explore the story of Arno Dorian, who joins the assassins to investigate the murder of his adoptive father. You can play this game in your Poco F4 device. Next list, GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition. This is also one of the most sought-after games to play on Android devices via Winlator. Now you can play this masterpiece game with a fairly stable FPS and minimal graphic bugs. List 23, Sonic Generation. Generations is a platforming video game based off past Sonic games. The player takes control of either classic or modern Sonic, with their own gameplay styles. Now you can play this game on your Poco F4 device. Next list, Yakuza 3 Remastered. This game introduces the seamless transition from game world to the battle mode for the player's character, as the previous games in the Yakuza series had a black loading screen before each battle. Use your own settings to play. #25 Naruto Shippuden Storm Revolution. Who doesn't know this Naruto Shippuden game? This is one of the best-selling fighting games in the Naruto series that was released in 2014. Now you can play this cool game on your Poco F4, even though it's not so smooth. Next list, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a third-person action-adventure video game, set in an open world based on Manhattan. Use some of the settings below so that it can be played more smoothly on your Poco F4. List 27, World War Z. World War Z utilized the Swarm engine, which enables the game to render large hordes of zombies. The game is a cooperative third-person shooter in which 4 players fight against massive hordes of zombies in 7 locations. Next list, Watch Dogs. This is also one of the most popular games in this emulator era. In Winlator, you can play this game quite smoothly on your Poco F4 device. Use your own settings and add some of the settings below as well. List 29, TCG Card Shop Simulator. TCG Card Shop Simulator is a trading card shop simulation where you sell card booster packs to earn money and build your card shop business. Manage your shop. Design your own TCG shop. This game is still not smooth enough to play on this device. Final list, Parlword. Fight, farm, build, and work alongside mysterious creatures called pals in this completely new multiplayer, open-world survival and crafting game. Now you can play this game on your Poco F4. Those are some of the game lists that I can give you to play on the Poco F4 Android smartphone device. As you know that the following list contains some games that are not smooth for you to play, and also there are actually many Winlator games that you can play quite smoothly apart from this list. Okay, if you have any suggestions for other list recommendations, please mention them in the comments section. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe this channel, and see you next time. Bye.